Pakistani truck owner wanted to drive a 13-meter semi-trailer, so he asked their repair shop to custom-make one. Even though the trailer itself is already overweight, the final product turned out to be highly sturdy and durable. The two welded and extended I-beams in front of us are the trailer's load-bearing beams crafted by the repair shop. The cross beams are laid out according to standard intervals to make assembly easier. Smaller I-beams are then used to align the beams by threading them through pre-drilled holes, ensuring that the two beams are perfectly aligned and making it easier to match the cross beams. Since the beams need to fit closely with the cross beams, they are tightened using a hoist. Once the intervals of the beams are confirmed, all the small I-beams are threaded through the holes. These will serve as the truck bed's load-bearing crossbeams. To improve the truck bed's overall stability, each I-beam is welded to the main beams, and the edges are reinforced with bent steel plates to ensure that the crossbeams share the load evenly. After assembly, the seams are fully welded to prevent cracks from forming on the steel plates. Two pillars secure a thicker steel plate for the partition panel between the cab and the trailer, preventing the trailer's cargo from tipping forward. Since trailers often need to be detached, the artisans weld support legs onto the beams to keep the trailer balanced when disconnected from the tractor. At the rear of the trailer, where there are 3 axles, steel plates are welded to create supports firmly attached to the chassis beams. Although bolts weren't used for the assembly, the weld points are densely packed. However, because the distance between each I-beam is vast, bent steel plates are laid at the bottom to provide additional support when the anti-slip metal sheets are placed on the bed, preventing them from sagging at intervals. Once the metal sheets are neatly laid out, they are welded into one piece, and the bottom is welded to the truck bed to prevent them from detaching after prolonged use. After an hour of welding by the skilled artisans, the truck bed is now fully formed. In Pakistan, a country rich in artistic spirit, even the side panels have been welded with unique designs. Cargo on such flatbed trailers usually needs to be secured with various ropes. So many rope tighteners are welded to the sides. The more tighteners welded on, the less likely the cargo will fall off during transport. Once the 6 supports at the bottom are securely fixed, the central pin locks the leaf spring brackets, and large nuts tighten them completely. Since trailers don't have their power, the leaf springs are lifted with a hoist, and the installation of the 6 sets of leaf springs is completed quickly with bolts. Since long-term outdoor storage can cause rust, to avoid the need for future grinding and rust removal, the trailer is sprayed with anti-rust paint, followed by a coat of filler to improve the adhesion of the final paint layer. After it dries, a layer of white primer is applied. Although they don't have the facilities for indoor painting, the result looks excellent from a distance. After the intricate painting process, new U-bolts secure the 3 non-powered rear axles to the leaf springs. Even though most parts are homemade, the brakes on the rear axles are fully functional. This means that even if the owner loads more cargo, the trailer will still provide some braking ability. The tires can be installed once the brake drums are secured with nuts. Although each tire's wear is different, they should still be good for another 100,000 kilometers. With the 12 tires bolted on by the artisans, the trailer is now ready for the owner to hitch up and hit the road. What do you think of the skills of these Pakistani craftsmen?